the time when I realized that I have to leave
This is one time when I realized how important.
The Empathy Museum presents A Mile in My Shoes. These shoes are a size 10 men's black leather outdoor slipper, perhaps from a Moroccan market. They've got some lovely gold stitching going across the front and some lovely gold stitching going up from the toes with lots of little holes in. And you can see all the handmade leather and the stitching on the inside of the sole. They're slip-ons and the sole is very worn out underneath. These shoes belong to Dalwinder Singh. This is his story.
I was a young farmer. I used to go to school, and after school I helped family in the farms. And I always want to do something different. So I talked to my family. They said, if you want to do something, you can feel free to do that. So I was 19 when I came over here as a student. My name is Dalwinder Singh. I am Sikh taxi driver. I am living in Perth from last 9 years. Being a Sikh is very important. The main thing is the identity, because you have unshorn hairs, so you tie a turban and you got a long beard, so you get recognized. So you have 5 Ks if you're practicing a Sikh religion or got initiated. So one of them is like unshorn hairs. And the second one is to keep the hairs clean and groomed all the day. You have a wooden comb, so you keep in your head all the time. And the iron bracelet in your right hand, so which reminds you have to do the positive things. The fourth one is I call it kirpan, or in other words, it's a dagger for helping other people. And the fifth one is cotton shorts, underpants. Turban is in a fashion. Even personally, I have 12 different colors, and I can tie 3 different style of turbans. I got special shades matching with my turban. I always try to find different colors or different accessories so I can keep myself up to date with the fashion. I went to Sikh school for my studies, but I haven't thought too much about to be an initiated Sikh, because as in India there's lots of distractions and you're always busy in either watching TV or some other stuff. But when I moved to Australia, I study a bit more about the religion, then I got initiated. There are only 2% of population of Sikhs in India, so they are in a minority. But on the other hand, there is a big Sikh diaspora around the world, and they are actively participating in their political, sports, or culture. I am a taxi driver from last 5 years, so come across with different experience. Some are good and bad. So while talking about some negative incidents happening with me, one of the biggest is like a mistaken identity. To see me with a turban and a big with a long beard, they always think I'm a Muslim or Arab, and they try to bring out the anger on me, and they always say, go back to your country, where you're not required here, all these things. I was walking on a Hay Street once, and this one guy, he come across me and said, "Hey terrorist, what are you doing here? Where is your AK-47?" And to make it a joke, I said, "Not today, some other day." And once I was in a city afternoon, and there's 2 girls come to me and said, "Are you the guy who did the Bali bombing?" So I said, "No, not really." He said, "But in the picture, those people look like you." But I have nothing to say, because they just, after saying this, they left. And because to give them clarification, need to talk to them. People should think about before saying anything to anyone, especially when you don't know about other person who is sitting next to you. I was sitting in a taxi. It was Friday evening. So this is one guy. I jumped into my cab. He said, "I want to go home quickly, and I have only $10 to pay to you." But it was like a busy Friday evening, and there was a traffic on the roads. I told him it won't be possible. It might be more, and it might take more time. But after this, he said, "Oh, you guys came from, I'm not sure where you guys came from, and took our jobs, and now you telling us what to do and how to do." And then I just reply him quite calmly, like, it's not about stealing the jobs, it's about working hard. And while I was talking to him, I gave him few facts and other interesting stories he not even aware of them. And end of the journey, when I dropped him at his place, he was quite impressed by my talking, and he gave me more than extra as the fare. And I think that was one of the best experience. Some people ask me, why are you still driving a cab? I love to talk to people, love to driving around the city. And when you're getting interesting people, interesting facts, and even I can say I learned lots of history, not about Australia, and even different countries, about different cultures, foods. I don't think there's another job I can find more suitable for me. And even some people say to get the best feedback, to talk to the cabbies, because they know about whether it's about the politics, food, or about fashion, because they keep updated and they talk to different people from different age groups. I came across with the idea, why not to talk to people, breaking the barriers? So I team up with few people in my spare time. We just go to different schools or different fairs or events to tell people about Sikhism, and even we got special printouts, pamphlets in our taxis. The main thing is that it's just breaking barriers, because your neighbors, he might be look different, but he living in the same country, in the same suburb. When I moved here, I was quite fascinated to see too much water. It's pretty much everywhere. So I thought it's not just standing on the shores, just putting your feet in the water. You have, if you want to enjoy the best, then I need to learn the swimming. So I enrolled in swimming schools, take few swimming classes. As an initiated Sikh, I got long hairs, so I have no idea what to do with them while getting into water. I talked to few people to know what they do about when they go to swim. So I bought a big swimming cap, so that can take my hair. I can cover my hairs properly in that. And with my iron bracelet or kirpans, then I have to buy a small kirpan so I can put it in my swimming shorts. So somehow I'm quite happy with that, because to gain something, sometimes you have to lose something. So yeah, I'm enjoying my swimming.
Dalwinder's story was produced by Mary Fatin. His shoes are part of a growing collection of footwear hosted by the Empathy Museum's A Mile in My Shoes exhibition. The shoes and stories come from all over the world. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram to find out where we are going next.